You know, we kept this project in secret, even inside the studio. So we decided that we have to create some persona to be responsible for all these designs that he produced. And Ironov stands for iron, and this emphasizes the artificial nature of his personality. And if you write down the short for Nikolay Ironov, like N. Ironov, you'll notice that N. Ironov sounds a bit similar to Neuronov.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, and this stands for the technology that we use in this project. So he started his career at the studio, and eventually we even promoted him. What is interesting about that is that there are thousands of, you know, young unknown designers out there. They are doing their best to find their place in all this design world, and they see this rising star, Nikolay Ironov, and after that they realize that this is not even a human, and at this point this is rather stressful experience for many of them when you see that just several hundreds lines of code can overperform you in design career. A lot of serious questions start popping up, like what is my real value for business? What do I have to do today to stay relevant tomorrow? This is what Ironov is about. This is not only about the tech achievement, but this is about the shift in people's minds. Here we have several crazy options.
Yeah.
And you know, they look a bit unusual.
Well, this one looks kind of like our current one, just RT outside of the green bubble.
Yeah, and you can press try again and try again and try again. But I have to say that what is beautiful about this thing is that you can just specify some, you know, options.
Yeah.
If you want your logo to be simple, it's okay. You want your logo, for example, to have some icon.
Wow.
And this is very powerful thing. And here, if you want to change something, you can ask Nikolay to come up with different options. So this is actually the way how you can play with the fonts and not be hated by anyone. Because if you go, if you approach your local designer, like human designer, and ask him whether he wants to play with the fonts, he will hate you.
Yeah.
But Nikolay won't hate you. He will execute and execute and execute, and this is what is great about Nikolay.
Yeah.
And one more thing is about the craziness of the logos. As you can see here, we have quite strange logos that are unusual. And for us, this is absolutely not a problem to teach Nikolay how to make normal logos that everyone will say, oh, that's okay, that's normal logo. But we don't go there. We've already been there. We've created hundreds of fancy logos for different companies, and you know, to tell the truth, there is nothing really exciting about it.
Right.
We try not to build walls, and we keep it relatively free. This leads to these crazy options, logo options, but this is exactly what we want him to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are in constant search of contrast and bold graphic design solutions. And as we can see, like grown-up designers, it is hard for a grown-up designer to come up with really bold options because they're afraid that society will punish them for being such bold. And Nikolay just doesn't afraid of anything. We use Nikolay in the studio as an unlimited source of new ideas, like fresh ideas. He is not afraid of anyone. He just creates logos, like an unlimited amount of logos. But I have to say that with Nikolay, you don't need a designer, but you do need an art director, some person who will choose the right option from the millions available. Many design problems could be solved without any neural network technologies, because a huge part of designers' time are spent on some routine things, like placing the logo on different surfaces, checking whether it's look okay or not, and so on. So Nikolay is actually a combination of different technologies like neural networks, algorithms, and so on, that provides like the whole range of the solutions for the design process.